Hello, everybody. My name is Aisha Ferguson, and I am an area manager and independent consultant with Arbonne. For those of you who don't know me, I just wanted to share a little bit about our story, um, just to share with you our journey. Me and my husband, we signed up 3.5 years ago, and originally he was underneath me in my business, but since then we've become a business entity, and actually it makes a lot of sense. So just as a note to anyone that there's a couple that has kids, it really makes sense to join a business. It means that one person can stay home, one person can go out and do work, and it's all towards the same business. We've got the same goal, we've got the same promotions. So it really, really, really helps, especially when we're out meeting people. We'd go out to the shops or to dinner, and we'd meet someone, and then by the end of it we've got someone's new number, we've made a new friend, and then by the end of it we're saying, well, who's signing up under who? And we'd argue about whose team that person should go in. But it's great now that we've just got one business, and to be honest, we shared our checks anyway, so it makes no difference finance wise. It's just been absolutely fantastic. So I just wanted to make this short 10-minute call to share with you a little bit about our journey, and hopefully inspire anyone that's going through anything that's difficult, that you can still do this, and you can succeed in this business no matter what your circumstances are. So don't allow anything to become an excuse to stop, or an excuse to give up, because you can do it. So for those of you who don't know Josh, he has a blood disorder called sickle cell. It's genetic, inherited, and it's something you're born with and something you die with. It's just, you have your whole life, and there's apparently no cure. And I can't go into all of the details because we'd be here all night, but definitely Google sickle cell if you want to know more after this call. But what it is, so in a nutshell, our veins ordinarily, our blood goes through our veins, our cells go through our veins. When someone has sickle cell, the cells become sickle shaped, and they can then get stuck in the veins because they can't flow anymore. They're not flat. They become curved, so they get stuck in the veins. When this happens, it can cause a lot of pain. And actually, when I say that, it's an understatement. It's an excruciating pain that there's no stopping it. You just have to wait till it passes. So Josh will be on morphine or gas and air. He's had, you can take paracetamol, ibuprofen. No guarantee it's going to do anything. We just kind of got to ride out the pain until it goes. And imagine where you have veins in your body. That's anywhere where the pain can hit. And it can happen in more than one place at one time. It can happen in the same place over again. It can happen in a new place the next time. So it could be in your vein, it could be in your chest, it could be in your arm, back, leg, knee. Anywhere you have a vein, that is where it can happen. And when it does, it literally floors him. It's very debilitating for him as well. We can't go to the gym, can't work out. And it stops our business as well. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about, on how it affects our business, but how we've overcome it. So within our business, we've had times where we've been running. So as I said, after 3.5 years, we have been consistent, but not consistently doing the same speed because of his illness. So when we can run, we run. When he's well, we pack our diaries. We are out meeting new people. We're doing one-on-ones. We're doing DAs. We're doing workshops. We're meeting people online. We do everything we possibly can when he's well. When he's ill, literally business can stop. I've had to cancel meetings. We've had to cancel launches. We can't go out and meet people because he can't go out. Sometimes in hospital, sometimes he's home, but it means that he can't do anything. And for that short amount of time, I become a single parent and a carer at the same time. So I honestly have the utmost respect for any single parents that are doing this business, because it is hard work juggling a 3-year-old, a business, and a sick husband. I so much respect for anyone that's a single mum, because I then don't do the cooking or the cleaning. The house is a complete tip because I can't do everything all at once and run our business. It completely turns our world upside down when he's ill. And the pain, he's described it as being hit repeatedly with a hammer where the pain is. So say if it's in the leg, one day he said to me, it was just so painful that it felt like somebody was bashing him with a hammer repeatedly on his leg, on his shin, just bashing his leg. So that's kind of an example, the only thing he could say to me to describe what the pain's like. And we just have to deal with it. So when he's on morphine, that has its own implications. When someone's on morphine, it makes you drowsy, makes you nauseous, makes you itchy, very, very itchy. He hates it. And we use the gelée, actually, that helps him a lot. When he puts the gelée on, it soothes the itching a bit. But it completely changes everything in our lives when he's ill. And like I said, this is not for pity. Josh would never, ever want any pity, and neither do I. But the point of this call is to show you that no matter what you're going through, you can still come out the other end and be successful within this business. Anyone can be successful. Josh and I have no shadow of a doubt that we are going to be successful executive national vice presidents with Arbonne. It is our goal to help thousands, millions of people become millionaires with us in our business, and to give them financial freedom no matter what they're going through. We want to be able to help others and bless others with this business, and that is our goal, and it will never ever change, and we will succeed sooner than you think. It is happening. We are promoting, and we are going to help other people to promote too. But I just wanted to share that with you, because within our business, some people might be thinking, within our team, if you're watching, you might be thinking, well, they've taken 3.5 years. And if you're not in our team and you're still, looking at us as a business, saying, oh, they're taking 3.5 years, it must be difficult. Then it's not that the business is difficult. It's just that's what we're dealing with, and we wanted to share that with you, that we have been consistent and we will succeed, and you can as well. And don't let it take you 3 years. Please don't let it take you 3 years, because you can do it sooner. They say it takes 3 months from the time you truly make the decision to go region, to do it in 3 months, for that to show up in your business and to be in your Mercedes 3 months later. So it means that right now, mid-June, we can all be in our Mercedes in September for AAC. We can all do it. You've just got to make the decision to go for it. And I promise you that every single national vice president in this business have had something going on, something that could have stopped them succeeding, something that could have stopped them promoting, stopped them being consistent. There could be a death that happened in the family. You could have broken up with a partner. Your kids are ill. You can't get childcare. You name it. Probably everyone's got it at some point. But it's up to you to decide to overcome that and not allow that thing that stops you primarily to become an excuse. Because it's so easy to say, oh, this happened. Oh, I can't succeed because of this happened. Oh, this happened. I can't succeed. I'm never going to be successful. It's taking too long. I give up. It's so easy to go through that. And trust me, I've been there. I've had those thoughts cross my mind where I'm saying, are we ever going to make it? Because every time we get going, every time we get into a run and get into a rhythm, get into, really going for it, and we get our momentum up, just gets ill. And it really, it's hard for both of us, where we've got to go, okay, reassess, we'll slow down, do what we can do. So the way we take control is we run when we can run, and we walk when we can walk, and we've developed other ways to build our business. So we've done a lot of work online. We've met people. We do a lot of meeting people online. We've done courses on how to promote our business online. We've done presentations online, sending audios to people. We've just made it work the best way that we can in our situation, and that is what I encourage each and every one of you to do. Don't let those things become excuses and reasons why you quit or reasons why you fail. Just let them be part of your journey, part of your story, and more reasons to succeed, because you 100% can. And if we can do it, anyone can. And I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit of the story of the type of thing that we have to deal with, yet we're still here. So just know, if we can go through this, you can go through anything. So we went to Las Vegas GTC. For anyone new, it's a massive conference in Las Vegas that happens every year. You want to be at it. It's so much fun, absolutely phenomenal. And we were on our way back from Vegas. We stopped over in San Francisco, and we were waiting for a flight from San Francisco to the UK. And Josh turned to me and he said, I don't know if we can go, because my leg, I'm starting to get pain in my leg. So we were stuck with a decision then, and it was a really tough decision to either just forget the flight and go to a hospital and find a hospital and find someone that can deal with sickle cell and fight to get the right medication and deal with it, and stay in America and just deal with it and fight it there, or just grin and bear it and get on the plane. And that's what we decided to do. We got on that flight, and although I still believe it was the best decision to make, it was the most there's no words for it. It was just the most horrible thing that I've had to go through personally, and it wasn't even me in the pain. It was me watching Josh. We had his medication, so we took his painkillers. He took his morphine, but he was still in a lot of pain. He couldn't sleep. And I couldn't sleep because it's my job to watch him. When someone's on morphine, you do have to watch over them and make sure they're okay, because there are other implications when you're taking medication that strong. So I had to stay awake and watch him. So neither of us hardly got any sleep for that flight back from San Francisco. The staff on the plane were absolutely amazing, bringing water when he needed it. They were fantastic. But it was the worst thing I've been through, having to watch him. Just there's nothing you can do until you land. So we just had to deal with it until we got back. It was horrible. It was just the worst experience that either of us had probably been through. And so when we landed, we had to wait for a special wheelchair to be brought onto the plane. So it had to be like a slimline wheelchair. So we had to wait for about half an hour for the wheelchair to be brought onto the plane, because at that point Josh couldn't even walk. He was literally screaming out in pain. He couldn't walk. So we waited for the wheelchair, rushed off the plane. My dad picked us up. We went straight to the hospital, and for the next two to 3 weeks, Josh was pretty much out of it, where he was just in pain and on the medication. So where most people come back from GTC on a high and exciting and in momentum and going for their goals and promoting and getting into qual, our business pretty much had to stop. Where I was looking after our son, I was looking after Josh, running to and from the hospital, bringing him food. Our business didn't have the momentum that most people have when they come back from Las Vegas. And for us, we were gutted, absolutely gutted that was the end of GTC for us. Was just a nothing. It was almost like a balloon being let down. It was like we were so high to just be completely let down. And we still came out of that the other side. As soon as he was well, we then looked back over our notes from Vegas and just found a bit of the buzz that we could, and we just went back on it. And we just got up, dusted ourselves off, realized that we were a bit slowed down, realized that actually we had a really bad month in Arbonne, a really bad month in our life. But you know what? The next month was a new month, and we went for it then, and we had our biggest month of the year so far. So it just goes to show that no matter what happens, you can overcome that. Don't let anyone or anything ever stop you from reaching your goals, or ever giving you that amount of doubt that it's not going to happen for you, because it will. And if we know it's going to happen for us, I know it's going to happen for you. We love each and every one of our Arbonne consultants. And if you're going through anything right now, please use this as a reason to keep going, because there's always someone dealing with something worse than you. And you know what? As bad as it is for us, I'm sure there's other people going through something worse. I've heard of people that have been dealing with cancer with it in their Arbonne business. So it just goes to show that everyone's going through something. Every VP probably had a thing to stop them going for it, but they did it anyway, and you can too. So if you're in our team and you're watching, please don't look to us and say, well, they're taking ages, I'm going to take ages. Don't. This is your journey. We've got our journey. You've got yours. So decide what it's going to be. Decide your goal. Decide that you want to promote in the next few months, whether it be district, area, region, or even nation, and go for it. Run with this business, because it is a blessing, and you could bless so many other people with this business. And I'm so excited for each and every one of you. I'm watching regions unfold, nations unfold as we do this business. People that have joined and just have absolutely smashed this, and we love the inspiring stories that we hear. So keep them coming, and create your own stories. So if it's you watching other people be an inspiration, create your own. Share your own, be you, and be happy in your journey. And I hope that's been helpful to some people. That's it from me, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye.